if you are homeless or you're about to be homeless, the first thing you want to do is either get a job or you want to have your own side hustle. And if you have a phone, you are blessed. The reason being, because if you have a phone, you can go on websites like Indeed.com, ZipRecruiter, Craigslist, and go find you a job. And if you don't have a resume, that's okay. On those websites, you can go ahead and just create your own little resume right there, and then you can go ahead and just start filling out applications. Now, you might have to fill out 50 to 100 applications, but you know what? If you fill out 50, you might get 10 callbacks for an interview, and go ahead and just try to get you any job as possible. An easy one, of course, if you're a male, female, if you're skinny or big, whatever, you want to make sure that the job that you get is in your range, so you'll be able to perform the job in a very good way. And if you don't have a phone, that's all right. Let's say you have family members or you have a friend or something, see if they can help you fill out a job application on their phone and see if that will help. Now, if you don't have your own phone, or if you don't have a family member or a friend to help you fill out a job application, that's no problem. You can go to the library and ask the librarians, one of them, and say, hey ma'am, hey sir, I am homeless, but I do want a job very bad. Can you help me fill out the applications? And you have a lot of websites out there. You have like jobcorps.gov, you have coolworks.com, you have Indeed.com, you have ZipRecruiter, and like I said before, you got Craigslist. And just search up the one that you want the best and ask them to walk you through it step by step. Or you can go ahead and try to walk yourself step by step and try to get you a job right there. Now, I'm telling you, for a lot of these jobs interview, it's not going to be easy, especially if you're trying to get there. You want to make sure that it's something in your range, like maybe a 5 to 10 mile radius. 15 is kind of pushing it, but if you have to go 15 miles to the job interview, try to do that, but trying to stay in that radius form wherever you are. Now, the next thing is, if you want to make some income, you want to sell everything that is not important to you. And for example, those $200 Jordans that you have, if you're about to become homeless, get rid of those. There's no reason to be walking around with $150, $200, $300 Jordans on your feet and then you are about to become homeless. That is backwards. Get rid of that. That $200 laptop or tablet that you have, and not really so much the laptop, it's really that tablet. Go ahead and get rid of that, because a laptop, you can also find work like Upwork.com. You have other websites like Fiverr out there if you want to do online work. So if you have a laptop, that's pretty good. If you have a phone, that's pretty good. But all that materialistic stuff, that gold chain you might have, that ring you might have, get rid of it, because you are about to be on the streets. And I'm telling you, none of that matters when you are on the street, because when you are on the street, it's going to be raining, it's going to be pouring, it's going to be dangerous, there's going to be bugs out there, etc. So if you are materialistic, I'm telling you right now, sell all that stuff. And if you ask me how to sell it, you go on Facebook Marketplace and sell it, you go on OfferUp and sell it, or you go to your local pawn shop and sell it. Or if you know someone, maybe an old co-worker, a friend or something, or a family member, sell it to them. But get rid of all that stuff. The next step you want to do is get rid of all those subscriptions you have. For example, if you're paying for a boxing class and you're paying, let's say, $200 a month, stop the boxing classes. You're about to become homeless, and get that $200 for yourself. If you're paying for Netflix, do not be paying that $10, $20, $30, whatever Netflix is charging you anymore. Get rid of it. There's no reason for you to be paying for Netflix and you're about to be up on the street. Worry about your life first. You need to get in order. You do not want to worry about all this entertainment, because I'm telling you, that is a distraction and you don't want to distract yourself. Another thing is, you want to get your vices under control. And what I mean by vices, if you are a smoker, you must stop smoking. If you are a drinker, you must stop drinking. If you are a gambler, and that is the worst one, stop gambling. Save your money. Invest your money in the right things in the right way. You do not want to be buying cigarettes out here for $13, $15. You don't want to be buying beer out here for $20. You don't want to be gambling $200 away. Let's say you work at McDonald's, you got paid $500 and then you gamble $250 of that. No, do not do none of that. You need to get it under control before you end up on the streets. And if you're on the streets right now and you're doing any of those things I just said, smoking, gambling, or drinking, you need to cut that out, because I'm telling you, if you do not cut that out, you're just going to dig yourself in a deeper and deeper hole. Now, for all my car people out there, if you are about to be homeless in your vehicle, or if you are homeless right now living in your vehicle currently, another way you can make some income is DoorDash, Uber, or Grubhub. I do DoorDash currently right now. That makes me the most money. You can make easily $20 to $50 a day in my area. If you're in like Miami, you can easily make $200 to $300. But just remember, if you make over $600 for the year, it is taxable. Same with Uber and Grubhub. And Uber is not the best, but you know what? If you want to drive people, if you want to deliver food, go ahead and do that. I'm just saying, DoorDash is literally the best. Like, I'm telling you, I can make easy $50 a day. Literally, I can do it 5 days a week, $50, and I'm good. You know what I mean? I just want to throw that out there for my car people out there. Now, for all my people on feet, if you are about to be homeless or you're currently homeless right now. If you have $10, you can go out there and buy a case of water, either the 12 pack or the 24 pack. It depends what the price is in your area, and you can go sell that water like on the beach. That would be the best place. You can sell it anywhere to people for $2. So for example, let's say you buy the 12 pack and let's say you paid $8 for a 12 pack. I'm just throwing a number out there. I don't know what the price is where you live, and you go sell that for $2. You make a little bit of profit. It's not the most money in the world, but just think about that. If you're selling cases $2-3, you can even give them a deal. You said, you know what, if you buy 3 of them, I'll give it to you for $5. You know what I mean? And you can use that for anything, not just water. You can use that for soda, you can use it for candies, hot dog, whatever it is. You just want to make sure that you make an investment. So if you spend $10, you want to make sure that you make $20. You know what I mean? Etc., etc. And that's just one little way how to get back on your feet. And by the way, on the weekends, especially in the summertime, since summer's coming up, that's when you'll make the most money. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, if you are going to do that method of selling the water on the beach. Now, if you have not been to prison or been to jail in the last, I think, 12 months, they say when I did it, you can donate plasma. The plasma place that I go to is $400 a month. That's how many times you can go, twice a week, and it's $400 when you calculate it all up. And yes, they have certain deals, like on holidays, they'll give you a little bit more money. For example, let's say your regular plasma day, they'll give you 70. If it's like a holiday, they'll give you 100. You know what I mean? So yes, you cannot be in prison or jail for the last 12 months, the one that I go to, and they will go ahead and give you the money and stuff once you're done donating that plasma. And they want to make sure you're healthy, so make sure you don't have any diseases, stuff like that. They'll do all that checkup right then and there for you. Now, another way how to make a little bit of money being homeless is going to be really weird for a lot of you out there. I see a lot of people do it and they disguise it as car life or van life or bus life, but you can be homeless and you can document it, whether you're in a car, whether you're on the street, whatever. I see a lot of people on TikTok, they used to do that, and I think they still do that, but they'll document them being homeless. Like this one girl, she's a teenager, I think she's 17, and she's homeless, but she's documenting, and they're paying her to YouTube and TikTok, etc., whatever social media she posts on, because she's getting millions of views. You know what I mean? And she's not the only one. I saw this other guy do it as well, and they're getting paid like $1,000, $2,000 a month just for documenting their homeless life. Yes, you are putting yourself out there, and it is kind of scary that everyone sees your face and know that you're homeless, but you know what? That is one way how to get paid off of any social media app, whether it's Snapchat, whether it's Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you blow up at. As long as you're pulling views on an app, that app will pay you. So just think about that if you do want to document your life. Also, if you do document your life, whether you get paid or not, you can always look back at it when you do get out of your situation, God willing, and you're back on your feet. You can look back and have those memories and say, you know what? I'll never go down that lane again. Now, I'm not telling you break the law. I'm not telling you to break the law at all. So please do not blame me for this. But you can go to mom and pop stores and you can see if they will hire you under the table without all the paperwork. They'll just pay you cash. I know it is not the right thing. Uncle Sam do not like that. And yes, you can get in trouble. But when I was living in New York, a lot of people are like that. A lot of the Dominicans were doing it, the Haitians, the Jamaicans, they will work at these mom and pop stores, usually restaurants, and they will get paid on the table, and they'll be cash. So you get $200-$300 cash for the week, and that was it. Everyone just kept their mouth shut. And I know it's a whole different world with under the cash table, but come on, you are homeless, you're trying to get back on your feet, just give it a shot. But like I said, be very careful, because politics nowadays, boy, you can get in very, very big trouble. Not only you, but that person who also paying you under the table in trouble if you get caught doing that. But I just want to throw that out there real quick. Now, this is cliche. I know a lot of you are not going to want to do this, but if you do have a talent, you can go ahead and showcase that talent. If you live in a big city, like example, if you live in New York City, you live in Miami, you live in LA or something like that, you can put your hat down, you can put a bucket down, and whatever talent you have, whether that's a guitar, whether that's a flute, whether that's singing, whether that's dancing, and people will go ahead and walk by, they'll see you doing your little talent, and they'll drop money in. Being very careful with the cops. A lot of the cops, they'll be hating on that if you're getting too much money or too much attention. So be very picky where you pick your location, but that is another way how to get a little bit of money. I have seen people do that. They'll do it for maybe an hour, 2 hours, and then they'll go ahead and keep it moving, and then they'll do it the next day and the next day. But this usually only works in bigger cities. Now, I would not advise this if you are not strong enough, if you are not tall enough, or if you're just a clumsy person. You can dumpster dive. And what I mean by dumpster diving, you can go to like pawn shops or something at night or early in the morning in the back of it, or you can go to apartment complexes that people throw out furniture, tools, things that are still usable, and you can go and pawn them. I know a lot of people online, they will dumpster dive, especially here on YouTube. If you search up dumpster diving, and then they'll go to the pawn shop and pawn it. And I remember this one time I was pawning this item, and this guy came with rusty tools. I think I told the story again before, but I'm gonna tell it again. And the guy, literally, it was like 5 or 6 tools. They were all rusted. You could tell he got it out the dumpster, and the guy gave him $70 for it. And they fingerprint you, so if you're a criminal, you probably don't want to do this. They fingerprint you at the pawn shop, and they'll just give you the money cash, and that's it. And I was like, oh wow, that guy, that's good money. Think about it, $70. That's like, you can get a room for the night. You know what I mean? Get yourself cleaned up. So just think about it. If you places that are wasteful, just think about it. Say, all right, I'm going to go 6 o'clock in the morning, go look in their dumpster before the garbage man come, get it. The pawn shop, let's say, open up 8:30, wait there, and then go pawn it. See, even if they give you $5, because they are going to lowball you, it is what it is. Money is money. So that's another thing to look into. Now, the last way to make money if you are homeless or you're about to become homeless is you can get a cardboard sign and you can write something and put either God bless on it or thank you very much. Or if you are a vet, you can say, hey, I was a vet, I served this country on your sign, and you can go on highways and you can flash it, and cars passing by, they will give you money. Do I give money to the homeless every time they do that? Not all the time, because I can usually read people and study people and see what people are really about. But if I could see they're really hurting, I would actually give them money, especially if they have a dog too. I have known this guy, homeless guy in my town. He had a dog, and the dog was a big dog, so you could tell he was feeding the dog, and every time I passed by, he did have food in that bowl for that dog. So for example, I'll go by and I'll give him $2 or something like that, and I'll give them change if I have it. I really don't carry money on me all the time, but that is something that you can do if you are homeless. Fly a sign and make sure you're sincere with it. If you are really hungry, say you are hungry. If you really need to take care of someone, let's say you have a partner and that partner is sick, and you just say, hey, I need some money. Be very honest with it and say thank you and say God bless and have a smile on your face. Don't sit there and look grumpy and everything, because people are going to judge your character, and a lot of people are going to look down on this. They're going to say you're a bum, you're lazy, you don't want to work, but why are you flashing a sign? You're going to have some insults come towards you, especially here in Florida, very conservative state, but just ignore that. There are people out here who will give you money, especially good, kind-hearted people, and like I said, it's really just a gamble at that point. It's 50-50. You might get some money that day, you might not get money that day, but you know what, I know everyone is not made equal. Some people can work, some people can't work, some people are just lazy, some people aren't lazy, and some people, they really just can't function in society. So I understand from both point of views, but that is the last tip I have for you, how to get some money if you are homeless. I am going to make more parts to this video, so don't worry, I'll have different series coming out for the homeless. Remember, I love y'all, I think about y'all all the time, and I'm going to continue to push these videos out there. Don't worry, I got y'all. Don't worry about it. I know I haven't been uploading a lot, but trust me when I tell you I have a lot of ideas coming out, and I do care about the homeless population, because it's going to get bad, people. I'm telling you, it's going to get bad, and you got to be mentally prepared for it. So with that being said, I love you. God bless you. Make sure you stay humble. Make sure you stay positive. Please make sure you stay safe out there, and peace out.